Yo, what is up, y'all? It's your boy Ray Reacts back with another reaction. Blade versus Buffy. Who is Buffy the Slayer? The Vampire Slayer. Hold on, cause I've never heard of Buffy. I've never heard. Never. Yeah, I don't know shit about that. Let's get into it.
Blade versus Buffy. The Daywalker versus the Vampire Slayer. He's with
Okay.
his boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death.
Let us know something.
They are known by many names. Revenant, Vordelot, Nosferatu. Vampires. When the moon is out and the night is young, these undead demons are out for blood. Fitting that the greatest...
Hold on, let me turn it up just to make sure y'all can hear.
foe of those who stalk the night is the one who can walk the day. Blade. Is that really his costume? Hang on. Now there's a man who doesn't file his taxes. Blade is one of the coolest superheroes ever, and basically kickstarted the comic book movie craze. And yet, he is also seemingly the only one who knows or cares that in the world of Marvel, vampires exist. Seriously, nobody talks about this. Blade doesn't need anyone's help. He'll just aura farm by himself. Even Blade.
I mean, he's a vampire himself, so of course he care more.
His mother was in labor. Her attending doctor turned out to be the vampire Deacon Frost. And he drank her blood right before she gave birth. This infused Eric with Frost's vampiric blood, turning him half human, half vampire. A Dampier, giving him a ton of vampy powers, but none of their weaknesses like garlic, holy water, or sunlight.
That's so OP. Imagine you have vampires, so that means your ass get every power they got, no weaknesses. That's so OP.
Eric would hone these abilities under the tutelage of vampire hunter Jamal Afari, sharpening him into a blade that would rape the vampire plague for good. Blade is strong and fast enough to toss around 1,000-pound demons and cut bullets out of the air. He can keep up with Wolverine, who can deflect Cyclops' light-speed optic blasts. And his Kevlar DuPont armor helped him take the top of Count Von Stadt's castle exploding. He can heal small wounds immediately and sniff out the supernatural with his hypersenses. Also, his fangs can drain his victims of magical energies. After studying the ways of Hong Kong Kung Fu movies, Blade became a master martial artist. Ah yes, the Rufus from Street Fighter School of Kung Fu. While the only martial art he's been stated to know is Krav Maga, we know he's mastered more. So for the full scope of his martial arts ability, we'll examine the Blade movies as performed by Wesley Snipes. By looking at Snipes' training and choreography, we know Blade uses Kung Fu, Capoeira, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Eskrima, kickboxing, Shotokan karate.
Oh my god, this nigga got an arsenal on him.
Takedowns, and I guess you could call him Marvel's.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Batman! Blade's training progressed smoothly until Afari was attacked and had his blood drained by Dracula. Seriously, Avengers, Dracula is real. Why aren't you doing anything about this? He's right there! Forced to murk his surrogate dad, Blade would have to wage his war alone, nursing a wound within him that would never heal. A hole that could never be filled. Not with that attitude. Blade took a page out of the Book of Boomstick and tried filling that hole with every
What game is that?
imaginable.
This nigga look
He's got so
clean.
many. They're his apartment decorations. Handguns, assault rifles, and explosives make up the brunt of his firepower. And he enjoys getting up close and personal with his dual acid-etched
I
titanium.
need to find this Blade
Speaking
game.
of glorious Nippon steel, he's got a sword made out of adamantium. Specifically, secondary adamantium. a variant of the metal that is mass producible.
It might not be quite as strong as Cap's shield, but it can cut right through heavy hitters like Ultron and the Hulk.
Naturally, Blade has even more swords. His Atlantean ones can slice through magical enchantments. The Word Sword can harm intangible demons, and the Justiciar can slay fallen angels.
Yeah, he's got some weird stuff he can pull out of his ass, like a Hellfire shotgun that burns your soul, or hypodermic needles filled with vampire blood. Seems kinda dumb to turn people into vampires, but it does make them more vulnerable to Blade's arsenal.
All that pales in comparison to the arch weapon of hell in Blade's possession, the breathing gun. It is a living firearm that hisses in the presence of demonic forces. Its sentient bullets chase its victims down. The wounds they cause cannot be healed. And if they get lodged in your body, they'll slowly devour you from the inside out. They can even hurt Hell Lords and even greater threats like the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Blade took everything he had and fought his one-man war for almost 100 years.
He's battled hordes of vampires while skydiving, infiltrated the Pentagon, and even took on Spider-Man like Miles Morales, who could absorb the energy of a bomb that could destroy Harlem. Blade's even bested the Spirit of Vengeance, Zarathos.
And while he occasionally allied with teams like the Avengers, he prefers to
like
work
this
alone.
beat.
I probably would too if they only cared about me when I was helping them and not ridding the world of, you know, vampires.
That, and Blade is scared of what he might do if he loses control, because he does have one classic vampire weakness: a thirst for blood. Blah.
Even more so after he had a daughter, Brielle, whom he avoided for fear of endangering her. If his bloodlust does overwhelm him, he will enter a berserker rage, skyrocketing his strength at the cost of his sanity.
Though it does make him even better at killing vamps. He's made a cottage industry out of whooping Dracula's ass.
Dracula is unsurprisingly powerful, capable of summoning a thunderstorm that covered all of Boston with a wave of his hand.
Drac apparently didn't hold a grudge though, since he eventually made Blade the sheriff of Vampirsk, a vampire nation in the ruins of Chernobyl.
Amazingly, Dracula has even given Blade some of his own blood, which allows him to shapeshift into multiple forms, like a wolf, a horde of bats, or a cloud of mist.
So he can force his way inside your body and blow you up from the inside out, Ant-Man style.
What is with you with the Ant-Man? Blade's hatred of vampires is only matched by his hatred of himself. However, when Brielle showed signs of vampiric powers, Blade finally found a reason to reconnect with his daughter, training her the same way Afari trained him a century prior.
Even after Blade was possessed by the first vampire ever and tried to take over the planet, Brielle put her dad's teachings to the test, saving both him and the world.
And proving that Blade's lonely war need not be so lonely anymore.
Okay,
With his
W.
daughter at his
Blade.
side, and also this plant creature pet called Boy Thing, let Marvel's vampires beware. For should they indulge their unnatural urges, they will be sure to meet their end at the tip of his blade.
That shit was corny.
Today's battle is sponsored by
Yada 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 yada. Now who is Buffy?
In every generation, there is a chosen one. She alone will stand against the vampires, the demons, and the forces of darkness. She is
I don't
the
think I was
Slayer.
born in
For
this time.
thousands of years, a new Slayer would be granted incredible powers and
Right.
was destined to die young in battle against evil, passing their powers on to the next Slayer, and the next, and so on. That is, until the newest Slayer would change everything, Buffy Ann Summers.
Not exactly the first girl you'd think is the savior of humanity. Buffy's only goals in life were, in her own words, graduate from high school, go to Europe, marry Christian Slater, and die.
But that would all change when the Watcher Merrick appeared and revealed her destiny.
Like, total bummer.
Merrick trained Buffy in the arts of vampire slang, and she became so efficient that she burned down her school. Whoops.
Forcing her and her mom to move to Sunnydale, California. To
How is that
start a new
efficient
life,
if she
far
burned down
away
the
from any
damn
more
school?
bloodsuckers and bad makeup.
Unfortunately, small problem, Sunnydale just so happened to be right on top of a hellmouth, where the boundary between Earth and Hell is permeable.
Yeah, that sounds like the valley, all right. Along with new Watcher Giles, Wallflower Willow, part-time bad boy, part-time sad boy Angel, magical retcon sister Dawn, and Xander. Buffy and her Scooby gang would battle a never-ending series of monsters.
Ugh,
mean
this
truly
CGI.
Sure,
Ugh.
there's the TV show, but Buffy has also been slaying vampires across video games, comics, and 128 novels. Tens of thousands of pages of Buffy lore you've never heard of.
But we're
Damn
just crazy
right.
enough to speed read them all.
Buffy carries a variety of anti-vampire weaponry. There's wooden stakes, of course, sometimes dipped in gorgon venom that can turn you to stone. Though she's also experienced with axes, swords, quarterstaffs, holy water, just about anything.
You said it. When she
So
fought
she
a
human.
demon unable to be killed by any weapon forged in his time, Buffy introduced his stupid ass to the 20th century.
She's also a master of Aikido, Judo, Jiu-Jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, karate, kung fu, wushu, tai chi, kendo.
I'm not
capoeira,
hearing no
and
superhuman
Buffy
powers. No
apparently
lie.
thinks Hong Kong's kung fu movie masters could learn a thing or two.
taekwondo. No kidding. Thanks to her Slayer senses, her reflexes are fine-tuned enough to dodge close-range Gatling gun fire, lightning bolts from the sky, and even beams of light. She's kept up with another Slayer, Faith, who can dodge laser beams from point-blank range.
Buffy's strong enough to bend rebar, punch this 4.5-ton bat monster into the air, and smash hard enough to tear apart a building.
And
Oh,
despite
wow.
her lack of armor, she can survive massive explosions, like the one that destroyed Cephalian's lair that's bigger on the inside.
She can even fight blindfolded, but if she is injured, she heals fast enough to be totally fine by the next episode.
One time, Angel sucked out almost all of the blood from her body, and she survived. Doubly impressive since Angel's blood draining also drains magical energy.
Yeah, Buffy's own magic makes her weirdly resilient to esoteric attacks, like when she expelled this misty shadow demon trying to possess her body, or when she resisted her soul being ripped apart and scattered across time.
Oh,
Or that
wow.
time she jumped into a vat of boiling liquid so hot it could reduce people to skeletons, and she was just fine.
She might not show physical scars, but she sure has emotional ones. Being the Slayer put a huge burden on Buffy's life.
Unable to live normally, she felt isolated, forced to internalize the trauma she faced on a daily basis. Sure, she had friends, but they couldn't understand her unique struggle.
Like when Angel turned evil after he took her virginity and tried to destroy the world. That must be
Oh,
one
wow.
of those metaphors.
Sometimes the worst enemies are the ones you can't fight and who don't fight back.
Made even worse by her having all the memories of the other Slayers bouncing around in her head, dating back to the Stone Age.
Buffy has dreamt of every battle a Slayer has ever fought, and can call upon those skills in a fight, even subconsciously.
But this includes the memories of their deaths. Countless women violently died.
Ah,
young,
damn.
A reminder of her inevitable fate.
A fate that came to pass when she fought the Hell God Glory. After leaping into Glory's reality-ending interdimensional hole,
A glory hole, if you will.
Buffy sacrificed herself to save the universe, dying a hero's death.
It appears my glory hole joke was poorly timed.
Finally freed of her unfair earthly responsibilities, Buffy's soul ascended to heaven in perfect bliss. Until her friends brought her back to life in the agony of existence! This absolutely crushed Buffy, and ironically, annihilated her will to live.
Oh, that's rough, Buffy. But with the show renewed for more seasons, she had to nut up and continue her endless crusade against all things Spirit Halloween.
Buffy's battled for 48 hours straight, defeated vampires immune to traditional vampiric weaknesses, and destroyed the Sword of Sano, which caused the Great Hanshin earthquake.
And of course, both Buffy and her friends have defeated countless immensely powerful demons.
Like the Queller Demon, which arrived as a meteor and caused the Tunguska explosion, which destroyed over 2,000 square kilometers of
Oh my
forest. Or
God.
the Sorrow Demon, which caused a storm that blanketed Los Angeles.
She's also a match for Angel, who survived a blast that could rupture a continental shelf, and took hits from Whistler, whose magic contained a bomb that could vaporize London.
She even faced off against the First Evil, literally the embodiment of all evil that predates reality itself.
Forced into battles against stronger and stronger baddies, Buffy clearly needed something to even the odds. The, Slayer safe!
It's actually a Bardiche.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna say it. This thing is bullshit.
Containing
What
the
kind of
essence
weapon
Buffy's
even is
Slayer
it?
powers and created to defeat ancient demons, the scythe can deflect magical projectiles and slice through just about anything. Ghosts, magic, even space itself, destabilizing reality in the process.
Don't tell me that's how
Silas,
she's
the
finna win.
devourer of worlds. Kinda like Galactus, but instead of chomping on planets, he eats the multiverse. And there
Okay.
goes his head.
The scythe is easily the most powerful tool in her arsenal. In effect, attaining it completed Buffy, as though it were a piece of her she never knew was missing. With the scythe, Buffy was finally whole. Being the Slayer was no longer a burden, but a purpose.
And by sharing her Slayer powers with thousands of girls around the world, they all teamed up and kicked the first evil's ass.
Suddenly, the always isolated Buffy had thousands of shoulders to lean on, a sisterhood of Slayers.
And thousands more reasons for any wannabe demon
And they're all
conqueror to
blonde.
stay away from Earth. Because unless you want to get your blood all over her stylish yet affordable boots, you'll steer clear of Buffy, the Vampire Slayer.
Got you. Okay.
Hey, as
After
Zara
knowing
said,
what I
"We
know,
run
I'm still picking Blade.
the data through all possibilities.
it's time for a live-action death battle!
Still picking Blade, so fuck it. If he lose, fuck it. Oh wow.
We were kings long before they had a name for kings. But now, starved, hunted, forgotten. You have waited long enough. Tonight, we remember who we were. Tonight,
This acting.
we take back what was always ours.
This shit hard.
Tonight, we feast.
Daywalker.
And she
And if you don't get your hands off me, boy. Bow! Repeater in this bitch. Ooh! Oh my god, okay, be saucy with it then. Oh my god. Hold up. Bow. Okay. My God. Straight to the heart. Come on now. Get dropped. That nigga cold. Okay. I'm fucking with the DJ. Ah, damn.
wait.
Come on now.
Shoot's just a kid.
Not anymore.
Come on, Blaze, sauce on her. Oh my God. You had to take this nigga weapon. Come on now. Oh my goodness.
You out your damn mind?
Oh my goodness. Okay.
There's always some motherfucker trying to ice skate up here.
Ha! Okay. I'm fucking with it. I know that didn't get his ass. Come on now.
Another sword.
I see you cut through adamantium.
Bring it on.
Oh my God. He working her ass. Oh, it's over. It's over. Just take it. It's over. You fought well. You fought hard. It's over. Oh my God. No, why is they slowing it down? Oh my God. You know what? She got it. She got it. She got it. She got it.
It's like you got ahead of yourself.
That shit was ass. Actually, I'm glad. Thank you. Shout out. Hey, Buffy took the dub. Peace out, YouTube.